Colorado Springs is growing at an incredible rate. According to 2018 data, El Paso County is growing past Denver's population size, and Colorado Springs is growing with it at 472,688 individuals. This growth may be largely attributed to the increased interest in outdoor activities shared by millennials across the globe. As millennials enter the working world and settle down with a family, Colorado Springs presents itself as a welcome home, with its easy access to outdoor recreation and relatively cheap housing. While advantageous for businesses operating and invested in Colorado Springs, the population boom has a drawback: traffic. It is reasonable to assume that a growing population will equate more cars on the roads and highways throughout Colorado Springs. Rocky Scott, the Colorado Transportation Commissioner for District 9, in an interview with the Colorado Springs Independent, stated that US 24, Powers Boulevard, and I-25 are growing more congested, slowing emergency vehicles, stunting economic growth, and impacting quality of life. With this in mind, increased traffic on major roads associated with population growth in Colorado Springs is not only a frustration to local commuters, but also poses a serious threat to the functioning of the city. While there have been previous efforts to expand I-25 to meet population needs, no amount of highway expansion can accommodate the large number of cars entering the highway each day. So how can we reduce this vehicular frustration while also addressing the needs of the citizens of Colorado Springs? My solution: I suggest the implementation of a trolley system, otherwise known as an electric streetcar. My plan of implementation reads as follows. 1. Survey neighborhoods in and nearby downtown Colorado Springs. 2. Establish a north-south trolley line with diverging lines to neighborhoods east and west. 3. Design a trolley car that is visually appealing and also environmentally friendly. And finally, install kiosks and maps at all trolley stations, allowing customers to serve themselves when purchasing a single-use or monthly pass. Before beginning the trolley installation process, I suggest the creation and dispersal of a survey examining the needs of the neighborhoods that would be affected by the building of a trolley system. Discussing future infrastructure plans with members of the community is vital. Without community engagement, the trust between the local government and its people would shatter. Should the results of the survey reveal mixed emotions regarding the implementation of a trolley system, I should suggest a thorough discussion of this plan with community members through a town hall meeting. The proposed trolley system would operate along a north-south line with multiple lines running east and west. The north-south line would move from the I-25 and South Nevada intersection through downtown Colorado Springs and near University Village on North Nevada, with multiple stations throughout. To maintain driver and pedestrian safety, I suggest that the north-south line in the downtown region operate on a street with lower traffic volume, such as Weber or Wasatch, and diverge to other streets when deemed necessary. This may require putting additional stoplights at various points to maintain safety for those in vehicles and those boarding the trolley. In a study examining streetcar ridership in Portland, Oregon, Filetta et al. Found that special generators, for example, entertainment centers, colleges, hotels, and hospitals, were strong predictors of streetcar ridership. Along the proposed trolley line lie two universities, Colorado College and the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. Because many university students rely on walking, biking, and public transit to get around, the creation of a trolley car with stations at those universities would generate student usership. While seemingly insignificant, the design and visual appeal of the proposed trolley line plays a substantial role in the function and success of this new form of transportation. For this design, I am drawing inspiration from the streetcars in Portland, Oregon, with their sleek design and reflective finish. I also suggest using classic elements from Colorado Springs' first trolley car as a nod to the local history. The design of the trolley car itself is not the only design element to be considered. Additional trolley system needs include 1. Station benches and coverings that are practical, provide adequate sun and rain coverage, and are visually modern and appealing. 2. Sidewalk design. Landscaping and miscellaneous art pieces nearby must also be considered. Finally, these stations must provide easy to read and disability accessible maps that illustrate the trolley line. Stations should be equipped with digital signs that indicate when the next trolley will arrive and where it's headed next. And trolley stations must provide kiosks for tickets and pass retrieval. Not only would less traffic on major roads prove helpful for emergency vehicle and obligatory commuters, the creation of a trolley car would also significantly reduce carbon emissions produced by driving a car. According to the Federal Transit Administration, public transportation can reduce the need for many separate trips by private vehicles in dense urban areas, replacing many separate emission-producing vehicles with fewer transit vehicles that generally emit less pollution on a per-person basis. Most rail transit vehicles emit little or no pollution, as they are powered by electricity. Were a system in place that were cost-effective and accessible to all demographics, car usage in Colorado Springs would reduce significantly. As a city notorious for its natural beauty, Colorado Springs maintains a standard for promoting environmentally friendly transportation. Efforts to promote this standard include the implementation of Pike Ride, which is a bicycle service where individuals may rent a bicycle and drop it off at an assigned drop-off station. While this is a fantastic service for tourists looking to explore the downtown and broader Pikes Peak area while on a bicycle, it fails to create a practical and environmentally friendly transportation system for those living year-round in Colorado Springs. According to Matt Goddard at Trapeze, with the construction of a streetcar system, foot traffic increases along its route. More traffic brings more people with more money in their pockets, eagerly looking to spend at local businesses. Implementing a trolley system will bring more tourism downtown and thus more funds to local businesses. As such, the high costs associated with creating a trolley system will be repaid by the increased revenue brought from out of town. If designed intelligently with an eloquence and that complements the natural landscape, the trolley itself may even become a tourist attraction. With the implication of tourism in mind, one must also consider the accessibility and functionality of the proposed trolley for the sake of the low-income working class of Colorado Springs. I suggest that this trolley system be affordable and accessible to all demographics of the region, regardless of social, physical, and financial standing. The trolley system should operate beyond a leisurely tourist attraction and should be practical and affordable for those living and working along the trolley lines. As I mentioned previously, for those who cannot afford a vehicle or must share one with multiple family members, easy-to-use public transportation is a must. Stout et al. Explore this harsh reality in more detail. Low-income working families rely on public transportation not only to get to work, but also to access many activities that are required to maintain employment. The high costs of car-based transportation can trap low-income families in poverty, since the lack of transportation is a major disincentive to employment. Many low-income workers form the basis for the function of the local economy. Providing low-income workers an accessible and low-cost public transportation system will ultimately benefit the Colorado Springs community as a whole. Along these lines, it is vital that the proposed trolley system serve all neighborhoods along its course. While implementing and building an effective trolley system will be expensive, the anticipated usage by tourists and the boost to the local economy it will provide far transcends early expenditures. For that reason, I believe it is entirely feasible to maintain low prices for customers and affordable monthly trolley passes should locals want them. When examining the broader range of social justice and natural issues affecting the world at this time, creating a trolley system in Colorado Springs may seem insignificant. However, for those living and working throughout the city, the creation of this proposed trolley line will bring more revenue to the local Colorado Springs government, address increased traffic on the roads and highways, and create a vital form of transportation for low-income families. Thank you.